are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Fireside chat for the 29th of October, 2025. Let's see what we've got. Make sure everything's going right. Yeah, there we go. Everything's running on Rumble and everything's running on YouTube. Everything running good for you over there on your channel, Wavo?
Yep,
All right.
all systems green.
All right, good. Hit by chat. There we go. All righty. Hopefully, Shrubby will be here soon. Lord Jane's going to try to make it so we can talk about Hassan Piker and the shock collar. Just a word of warning whenever she shows up, talking about animals being abused. It's gonna get funky.
And bear in mind too that we do have to be careful of our wording and phrasing.
Oh yeah, very true. All right, let me double check, make sure that's working. Because I am getting shoot. Hopefully, you guys aren't hearing the Discord notices. Let's see, where did I hit that button to go to streamer mode? There we go. And turn you on.
All right. While he's taking care of that, I will go ahead and start with the intros.
Yes.
I am Waravo, and this is Fireside Chats with the American Patriot. Today, we will be talking about, was it Hassan Piker?
If Lord Jane can make it, yes.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah,
boy.
We got that. We have a huge update regarding the Nintendo Palworld lawsuit. We have an update regarding the psychopath who broke into a guy's house while delivering a Doordash order and then recorded it claiming SA.
Mm-hmm. That one's. I'm still. I'm sorry. That one is. I'm still like. If anybody is the victim of an SA, it's the dude who she walked in on and filmed it and posted it on the internet.
Yep.
And
we talk about because we have the Rachel Zegler laughing off the Snow White backlash. Then do you want to talk about the possibility of the Crash Bandicoot Netflix series?
That's also on the list of things to talk about. Yeah. Oh man, is it gonna be animated or live action? That's my big question.
There is no way they can do a live action Crash Bandicoot series.
All right, hold on a second.
Like the only way they'd be able to pull that off is if they pulled a How to Train Your Dragon, and that's not live action, nor is Lilo and Stitch or The Lion King.
Exactly. They'd have to do a whole lot of. They'd have to do the Mary Poppins treatment, but instead of 2D animation, it'd be 3D animation.
Yeah,
CGI.
And they can't. And just like with Snow White, how they called it a live action adaptation, it's not live action if you're using that much animation in it. It's animated, not live action. Or in Snow White's case, it's an ugly, bastardized hybrid of the two.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I've been holding off on watching it because I somebody showed me the end part where they're all doing the P Diddy party uh, dance at the end of it, and all I, all I can think of is how much baby oil did they have to use for this?
Oh, are you talking about the coronation party at the end?
Yes.
Or it's not, it's very ambiguous. Like, it's not clear at all if it's supposed to be a coronation party or a wedding party. It's not made clear at all.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Shrubby.
Shrubby, you gonna be able to make it today, or things not working to link up? Because you got the link, so if you can make it, hopefully, Laura Jane's gonna be popping in. Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're in the back
he's
room.
in the back room.
Oh shoot, I had the wrong button up. Dang it.
You fool!
Yeah, I had the wrong screen up.
You maniacs! You blew it up!
You old fart! You didn't check your screens!
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
but yes,
We've been broadcasting those two people making out all day!
well, hopefully Laura Jane's going to be able to. She'll make it to be able to talk about the Hassan Piker thing in a little later. Hopefully, Marcelo Lopez will be able to make it after he gets done making dinner at his place for him and his dad. So fingers crossed they'll be able to make it later in the show. I was I was wanting to talk about the 3-Eye Atlas because I've been watching all the videos that they've been putting up for the past week now and binging them. Problem is, I know I cannot explain the physics anywhere near quality to explain just how much of this whole situation is. I mean, if it was a rock the size of Manhattan Island, that it would have a gravitational pull and a whole bunch of other stuff, and it's not got any of the stuff that it's supposed to have, and it's acting in manners that literally is coming across as if it's under its own power and maneuvering and all this, and it's one of those things that I've been following it because if it isn't interstellar extraterrestrial life, things are going to be different in the upcoming years because this is literally going to be proving to us, yeah, we're not alone. And so, yeah, this is one of those things that so many people of my generation have been going, dude, when's the aliens going to show up? And everybody's sitting there going, the alien ain't showing up because, well, they keep seeing the way where we're going. They roll up the windows and they lock the doors when they fly through the solar system. Oh, and had a joke with my mom on that one, and she would get upset because I shared a news article about a fad that was going on at the time where the nudists were sunbathing and purposely making sure their brown starfish was getting a lot of sun. And my mom would get upset with me because I'd say, this is the reason why the aliens don't want to come and visit us.
Where's the lie? Yeah, where's the lie?
Well, I think the reason the aliens don't want to visit us is because of the weirder sickos among the people who are already sick.
Yeah, it's oh boy. So because I think it was the day before yesterday. They said that a beam of light shot out from uh, Three Eye Atlas and came straight towards the Earth. And so there's so much of this stuff that's going on that's wild to me, and the fact that it's just so much information that we don't know, and the fact that it's breaking our what we know about physics, and the one of the I think his name is Brian Cox was talking about the fact that could you throw a paper airplane through a keyhole in a door on the other side of a city from sitting on your couch? Yes, it's possible, but it's highly improbable. And the path that Atlas, Three Eye Atlas is taking is literally in that ballpark of traversing through the galaxy, and how it's interacting with the coming through the soul system. That it's the path it's taken is allowing it to have the perfect ability to observe all of the inner planets in the shortest amount of time, and have all this stuff, and it's just wild and amazing. So if you guys get a chance after we do this and Doomcock's pop culture breakdown tonight, watch a few of these videos. It's enlightening because I'm not sure what his name is, but it's the Asian guy that looks like he's got Albert Einstein hair, and I've been watching his videos the most, and watching as it progresses how exhausted he looks each successive video he's doing. It's like he's not getting any sleep because of him going over all this stuff.
Trying to think of the name. It's not Michio Kaku. Who is it? I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of his name right off the top of my head. Hey, Finch King.
But yeah, it's watching these videos has been so fascinating because there's three of them, these three physicists that are doing these videos. Brian Cox is one. The Asian guy with the Albert Einstein hair is the other one that I've been watching the most of. And then there's one that I think is put together by AI because it's an AI voice with computer graphics explaining the trajectories and everything else that I've been watching. And yeah, it's wild. I still can't get over the fact that they are using the shutdown to keep from showing the images that were taken when this thing passed Mars, and all of the cameras of all the drones were aimed at it and took pictures of it. And yeah, it's just wild. Just the whole thing.
I unfortunately have to take the attitude of a video I saw this morning. Actually, I saw it just before I got up, just before I got out of bed, and it was literally some dude. I think it was the guy who's the Second Amendment advocate. Basically just completely ripping into all the anti Second Amendment people.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he just nails my attitude towards it as well. Aliens are real. He does like a sort of clown, whatever, aliens are real. Nobody fucking cares. Release the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Yeah. I take the attitude of, number one, I'll believe it when I see an actual alien standing at my door. And number two, in either case, I really don't care at all.
Well, I just know that I'm actually making sure I've got physical copies of Slim Whitman.
Yep, that'll come in handy when the Martians attack.
Yep. Just make sure you got your Slim Whitman ready.
Yep.
So
the worst love songs ever made.
Yep.
or just make sure you've got ready supply of diseases available.
True, that's true.
That's the other one that will work.
Yeah.
So all we got to do is throw Charlie Sheen at them. Okay, awesome.
Those are for completely different diseases, but carry on.
Or another way you could prepare: have about 100 half full glasses of water and a baseball bat lying around.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing about Charlie Sheen is the fact that he's actually, over the past 5 years, has turned his life around big time. I mean,
no different to how Robert Downey Jr. was in the early 90s, really.
Yep.
The absolute fucking train wreck his life was.
And the movie Iron Man is what turned his life around. That's the part that most people don't know. I mean, he literally he has talked about this. He was totally at rock bottom. And one of the reasons why they put Burger King into the Iron Man movie was the fact that he was sitting there counting up his pennies and to be able to buy off the dollar menu. And when he got the phone call from his manager who was about to drop him, saying, "Hey, we got this part where you're going to play Tony Stark for Iron Man." I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is totally woke. I just think he's in the Hollywood crowd, because there are times when he has made the statement of, you can't have lived the life that he has lived and be that stupid, because he keeps talking about how somebody who's survived all the drug problems and stuff that he had, who's been in and out of trouble and jail, and not be a little bit tougher when it comes to people breaking the rules.
Yeah, let's not whatever beat around the bush though. He's still from the Hollywood, golden age elite families. Don't forget, he still comes from the Brat Pack era. The kids of the greats.
Yep, and that's, like I said, I don't think he's woke. I just think he's on the left. Like the culture is there.
Yeah, he's certainly up there with the elitist mentality. No different to Jane Fonda being the daughter of fucking Henry Fonda. That sort of mentality is most certainly well and truly still there and still prevalent.
Yep.
Whether that necessarily aligns with Hollywood and the woke bullshit, we've seen plenty of examples of both sides, haven't we? I mean, we've seen plenty of the thank you for mine. Whoever's next on the list of Hollywood, We've seen some of the weird shit that Gary Oldman's come out with, but he doesn't particularly seem that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Jack Nicholson, Peter O'Toole before he passed away.
Yeah,
they're utterly fucking impervious to it. They really did not give a shit.
One of the things
they didn't have to. That was the ideal thing. They didn't have to. Their careers were so well established, they didn't fucking have to.
And look, I mean, when it comes to like Jane Fonda, the only reason why that woman did not get arrested and tried for treason was the fact that Peter Fonda used every last bit of political capital he had to keep that from happening. Because there were so many people that were on both the right and the left when she was doing that shit that were like, no, that's messed up.
Yeah, this bitch needs to be punished. Yeah,
and like I said, it the only reason why it didn't happen was because of Peter Fonda and using every last bit of every favor that was owed to him to keep that from happening. And
which I also is pretty much how his downfall was secured, was the fact that he basically wasted all his effort trying to save his bitch of a daughter when he should have been fucking saving himself.
Yeah. And it's one of those tragedies, but whenever you're a parent, whenever you're a parent and your kid's about to do something that incredibly fucked up and stupid, you're going to do what you can to try to save them from themselves. As a father, I can attest to that.
Yeah. That reminds me of the what was her name? I can never remember her name when I need to.
You can never remember anyone's name when you fucking need to.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
That's true.
Too. But it's like
I mean that in the low, light-hearted tone. I mean that in the most light-hearted.
that is an absolute truth. That is a multiversal fact.
Yeah.
Even Marcelo Lopez doubled down on that. Remember what?
Well, I have a hard time remembering names. I recognize people by their face.
Yeah,
and by their sin. That's just the way I've always been.
That doesn't sound creepy at all, does it? You just go around sniffing people, Richard. What the fuck?
No, everybody smells different, man. It's hard to explain.
No, I don't need to know how much you go around sniffing other people.
Yeah, as I said, we 100% agree and understand, dude. We're just simply pointing out how fucking weird it is.
The Marines used to freak out about the fact that I could tell if somebody was coming around the flipping desert, man. It's like about a couple hundred yards that way. Yeah, there's somebody coming this way. I don't see nobody. Turn on your flipping heats, the night vision goggles with the heat sensors. Go ahead, do it. Click. Holy shit, he's right.
Do it.
And that's
do it.
One of the things we used to do. Oh, Marcelo's still cooking his dinner, so we better treat him right.
Yeah. Shall we move on? To our next order of the day?
Yes. Let's go ahead and do the Doordash story because that's just so flipping hilarious.
Okay, I haven't heard this one, so I need to hear this.
Okay. Okay. So give you the rundown. Woman, a Doordash delivery woman, was given clear, explicit instructions to leave the order on the doorstep.
Yep.
What does she do? She sees that the door is slightly cracked open. She opens it the rest of the way and walks in. And in there, on the couch, passed out, probably drunk, is the owner of the house with his pants around his ankles.
And his tallywhacker out and exposed.
Yep. So she pulls her phone out and starts recording it and post the video online.
She was recording from the moment she saw the door was partially open and pushed it open and went in.
Okay,
so she filmed the whole thing.
Okay, pause and whatever for that. I can sort of understand that. If you've been you've been tasked to deliver something to a house, no matter what kind of delivery service you have, if you walk up to the house and you're delivering and shit looks like that, your first reaction is going to be something's fucking not right here. Whether it's someone's just broken in or something's happened, your first instincts are going to go, shit's fucked. Now, whether you walk up to the house or not, and for most people and whatever, 99.9% of people who haven't had any form of military training of any kind, and Richard knows exactly what the guy I'm talking about, if you are not prepared to be in that kind of situation, don't fucking go inside. Don't go anywhere near it.
No, happened,
she
started filming beforehand as she was walking up to the door, and she saw that the door was partially ajar, and she filmed herself going in and finding said dude passed out on his couch,
having a wank,
passed out with his tallywhacker hanging out for everybody to see, and then she started screaming that she was sexually assaulted. And
so what happens? Doordash fires her. The entire internet goes up in arms against her, and she claims to be the victim in the whole thing.
Yes, and the messed up thing was, she originally posted the whole video of her actually coming up to the door, saying it was partially open. About the door was about open a hand's width, if that, and how she pushed the door open and went in. Well, she deleted that original video and edited the video to make it look like that she shows up and the door was wide open. Now, the police have gotten involved, and they're talking about they're going to charge her with what she was accusing the dude of doing.
That's hilarious.
Because she posted the video of him butt naked
without his permission. Fair.
But it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. The guy is now suing her as well.
No shit. No shit. I was prepared for an absolute fucking mind fuck of dumb fuckery with this thing, and you have just made my fucking day.
Yeah,
seriously, that is awesome.
DoorDash, one of the most evil companies in food delivery, fires her, rightfully, actually doing something right for a change. The internet pretty much cancels her. The police are after her, and now the guy she originally claimed to be the victim of is going after her as well.
That is fucking awesome.
Now, DoorDash, I'm going to state this right up front. I use DoorDash a lot. I'm a cripple stuck at home that has to rely on other people to go get stuff for me. So I have used DoorDash a lot. In fact, most of the DoorDash people in this area that make deliveries know me, and they know leave the food or leave whatever it is at the top of the cripple ramp, because I'm a cripple and all.
Yeah, save you having to come down the fucking cripple ramp to come and get it. Yes. Yeah,
And
that
the
makes
funny
sense.
thing is, I've actually got a couple of the people who every time they drop it off says, "Dude, just because you're disabled don't mean you're a cripple." And I'm like, "I'm proud of being a cripple, man. You know what it took to cripple me?" And they were like going, "That's true."
I am the cripple. Leave me the cripple.
And
But yeah,
because
so
he's like, because one of the guys, he's also a vet, a disabled vet. He's like, "No, like we got to stick together, man. Be proud of being a cripple." And I told him to go watch. The South Park episode when.
The cripple fight, yeah.
Yeah, cripples.
Attention, shoppers. There's a cripple fight outside. Shoppers, cripple fight.
All I can think of is the Family Guy episode where Joe and all the other cripples in town come together and form Crippletron.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
well, in the South Park when Jimmy and all the crippled characters end up going and joining the Crips because
Yes. That was so dumb yet so funny. It's just that slight misunderstanding of what it was. It was hilarious.
That's one of the back when South Park was super funny and they hit everybody back in the day.
So yeah, but DoorDash being DoorDash and what it was, regardless of it specifically being DoorDash, delivery companies are fucking retarded. Let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah.
They are absolute speds when it comes to actually doing what they're supposed to do. Helping enforce as the same attitude of, what is the first aim of business? The aim of business is not to provide a good service. It is to provide the only service. Doesn't matter if it's the most ineffective, defunct, steaming pile of garbage on the market today. The point of the business is to be the only one doing it. So you can charge whatever the hell you don't goddamn like and make as much profit as you like.
Well, I know that there's also Grubhub and Uber Eats and stuff like that. It's just the fact that the Direct Express that the government made me get has a hard does not like using the other services, paying for the other services.
Yeah, it doesn't help there being DoorDash. There's no accountability, or not just DoorDash specifically, but those sort of companies. There's no accountability, honestly.
Yeah,
because you
working at an actual restaurant where we do DoorDash and Uber Eats pickups, I can independently confirm that there's no communication either. Because there are a lot of times when we'll get an order and we will hand that order to the designated driver who will then confirm it for us, because we are required to watch them confirm it when they pick it up.
Yeah.
Then there have been a number of times that we've had over the next 2 hours, we have 5 or 6 other drivers come in for that same exact order.
Because it hasn't registered that it's already been picked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Marcelo says, "That's not right. We should take better care of you, sir. You've laid it down on the altar of freedom to dye your hair pink and kvetch at the patriarchy." Yeah. It's, if I was to do that, I have a feeling they'd treat me a heck of a lot better. But I'm not
I
that
said,
way.
better chicken it and make the name again.
Because back first time I went to college was in the middle of the 90s, and me and my best buddy were trying to get scholarships, and we were basically submitting for every scholarship that came up, and we were both trying to get into the art program.
Just to hold you before you keep going, Finch King, you're probably on top chat selection. Make sure it's on live chat, because for some reason YouTube has the thing that top chat is.
Marcelo's coming across off of Waypo's.
Well, I was actually just about to explain that in Richard's chat. Me and Richard are using a conjoined chat because we're both streaming the same stream concurrently
Yeah,
on
because
both
this is being
our
streamed.
channels.
This
Okay,
is being
so
streamed to my YouTube channel and my Rumble channel, as well as Wayro's YouTube channel.
Yeah,
okay,
and
so
Marcelo is watching on my channel.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So therefore, Finch King's watching Richard, and he can't see what Marcella's saying. Fair.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I put this up here.
Hmm.
So you can see it up on the screen.
Yeah. So Finch King, you won't see Marcelo Lopez's chats in Richard's chat, but you'll see them on the screen.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I had to make sure that I made the chat thing big enough to where everybody could see it.
No,
If
you don't have to.
Marcelo,
You don't have to
it doesn't
switch
matter.
channels if you don't want to. You're good where you are, but if you want to, that's fine.
Yeah, just be aware that's why you're not seeing the chats currently. Fair. Yeah. That's fair.
But yeah.
But anyway.
Okay, what's that?
Actually, that felt like a good segue.
Yeah, oh yeah. But like I said, when it comes to the DoorDash and all that, it's been that's one of the few good things that came out of COVID. I think it's made it to where people like me that need these types of services are able to actually get these types of services.
Agree.
So,
overall speaking and whatever, these availabilities have made life a lot easier for some people. It's also made life, people a lot lazier. Honestly, it's got its pros, it's got its cons.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's like I've said in the past. There's a lot of things for people that are disabled that need the extra help that has actually been picked up by lazy asses and made, and they take advantage of it.
Agree.
And that frustrates the heck out of me. It's like those land whales that keep going to resorts and getting on kiddie rides and complaining that the kiddie rides that are made for kids, the seats just aren't big enough for them.
They're giant fat asses.
Yeah.
Is that our next topic to jump onto by any chance?
No.
No, but I do have
talk about it.
No, but we do have a fat mouth to talk about.
Oh, here we go. This will be good.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to the thing with Rachel Zegler?
Oh, the queen of open mouth and put foot in it herself.
Oh,
No.
yes.
Hold on. Let's get this right. This isn't open mouth, insert foot. This is open mouth, insert entire body. Because
I was just gonna leave it as bend over and insert head up asshole, but fair.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if it works, it works.
Well, she shoved her own head so far up her butt, it's popped back out again.
Yeah, and her whole body's inside out.
Yeah, I mean, oh God.
And then she's sticking her head up her own butt again here.
I mean, this woman, okay, she does have a nice singing voice.
Debatable.
Yeah, I will give her that. She has an amazing singing voice.
But
and
she's not the best of actors. And what was the West Side Story that was done, the musical that they tried to remake it and they really screwed it up. I mean, how hard is it to do a decent musical as a remake? All you got to do is take it and remake it. You don't have to change it. It's already
Richard,
been. I know.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
Who is evolved? Who is evolved?
I
Nobody.
love musicals, dude, because I find them relaxing.
Dude, you only need to see the travesty that fucking Cats was.
No.
All right. So
Don't do that to me. Do not do that to me. Don't bring back that.
Back in the box. Back in the box.
Don't
Back
do
in
it
the
to me,
box.
man.
Stab a chill.
You're gonna make me start having flashbacks, man. It's not cool.
I'm getting flashbacks to the war, man.
That's cool, man. Bad. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I've got to do this, man.
Pulling out the spray bottle.
Yeah.
Bad Shrubby. Bad Shrubby.
It's about my fucking time anyway.
Bad Shrubby. Bad Shrubby.
All right. So
All right. What did this dumb bitch do?
So before we get too far involved, I have to apologize. My voice may sound a little bit scratchy. I've been trying to work on a Beetlejuice impression for the podcast that we'll be recording tomorrow, and within 10 to 15 minutes of attempting it, my throat just said, nope, screw you, I'm done.
Furious typing.
Anyway, moving onwardly. Rachel Zegler has made a statement laughing off all of the backlash behind the Snow White movie. Says, quote, "It rolls right off my back these days. I loved working on Snow White. I love that film. I've seen it a few times. It was #1 on streaming on Disney Plus, so I know it's celebrated. It's one of those experiences of sometimes negativity being louder than positivity. Yeah, what positivity? There is no positivity. Of course the negativity is going to be louder because there was no positivity. And here, just like Shrubby said, she can't keep sticking her own head up her own butt.
See, the thing with, okay, they took several years to get that movie out. And they had to do a whole bunch of refilms. And from what they have said, it wasn't just the fact that they really screwed up making it with the whole dwarf issue. There was also a whole bunch of it was because of Zegler herself being a pain in the ass.
Get the bottle out again.
Yeah, let me get the belt.
Dang it, Siggy. Siggy. Bad Sig Volson. Bad Siggy. Bad. Bad Siggy. Bad Siggy. Bad. Now behave. Don't make me have to break out.
Put holy water in it for the fucking heretic.
Yeah.
By the light be purged my ass.
Now spray the holy water on the squid's containment field and watch the squid burst into flames.
That's possible.
That'd be kind of funny, actually.
But yes. Now, Rachel Zegler lost a whole lot of work because of how she acted on the set of both West Side Story and on Snow White. Okay. From what I have been told, there was a what was his name? The guy who made West Side Story. Steven Spielberg, I think it was he came out and said that he had warned the people at Disney not to hire her for Snow White because a lot of the problems that they had on the set of when they filmed West Side Story was because of her. Yeah, Evita was another one.
Yeah. Actually, in the article I'm looking at, it mentions it mentions Evita actually being relatively successful.
Well, if I still remember when Avita first came out back in the 90s and the commercials for it, because it was at the same time that Hillary was getting really big into politics and being running off on her mouth. And the first time I heard the commercials for Avita, I thought it was a parody commercial for something that was supposed to be about Hillary Clinton.
At this point in time, you might as well look at that, look back at Hillary Clinton, look back at Evita and go, is this history 2.0 or am I fucking tripping?
Yeah, exactly. But
now for those
this
of
is
you who
hilarious.
for those who don't know the relevance of comparing Hillary Clinton to Evita, I suggest you go research the woman that's actually based on.
Yeah, Juan Perón's wife, Evita Perón, the leader of Argentina post World War II, who brought fascism to South America, and it's supposedly the reason why a whole lot of the rat lines that were getting high-ranking Yahtzee leadership out of Europe and was smuggling them into Argentina.
Yep.
Because Argentina, even before World War II, had a very large German population, as did Chile. And certain parts of Brazil. There's areas in both southern Brazil and northern Brazil that were very predominantly German speaking.
Yep.
And most people don't know this stuff. It's one of the reasons why I love history so much, is there's just so much about history that people nowadays...
It's all nice, convenient blind spots. That's all it is. It's all nice, convenient blind spots.
And
Hey, Shrubby, wow. I got something here from this article you're gonna love.
Okay, here we go. All right,
y'all gonna love this. The last line in the article, Rachel Zegler blames Snow White's quote, ultimately blamed its underperformance on pressure on celebrities to speak out against Israel.
Eat shit and die.
Yeah, why don't you? Hey, Miss Zegler, here's an idea. Instead of deflecting your responsibilities, why don't you accept the responsibility for your own actions and swallow the pills that you need to swallow?
Yeah.
You're asking a woman to take accountability there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this.
Gal Gadot has accepted responsibility for all the screwed up stuff she said or did. So there are women who will do it. It's just the fact that they're rare.
Yeah, no, they don't exist in Hollywood.
You know, considering the fact Gal Gadot isn't from Hollywood, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it depends on what side of Hollywood.
Yeah, a lot of the Finch King says a lot of history has been erased from the school systems, and people have been reprogrammed not to believe anything other than the mainstream narrative. This is very true.
It's why you're getting so much resistance about every time someone brings up the fact that what does Nazi stand for?
National Socialist German Workers' Party.
Exactly. And you'll get the fucking frothing whatever communists argue to their blue in the face. How dare you bring that and make the comparison between the two? It was clearly fascist. How dare you?
Yeah. And they don't realize the fact fascism came out of socialism. Because it was supposed to be...
Before we get on that tangent, what else have we got from that article?
BOTE Chris says, here's an idea, Shrubby. Get your bricks.
Yep.
BOTE Chris, also Skull of Calderon's minion.
Yep. Well, Finch
So-
and Siggy says, well, Finch King, we have to teach kids that they were born in the wrong bodies and puberty blockers are fun for everyone. Yeah, that's what they're teaching in school.
Because yay, drugs. Give me a break.
Yeah,
Why
because
don't- why don't the whole-
Dr. Mengele wasn't fucking already onto something in those camps, was he?
Well, the thing
Yeah.
about that cheeses me off the most is the fact that they had the evidence that if you leave these kids alone, they will 99.9% of the time grow out of it and either be a tomboy if it's a female, or they end up being homosexual. And that's one of the reasons why there were a lot of people in the L, the G, and the B that were referring to how they were pushing the transgenderism stuff so hard that it was a genocide against homosexuals and bisexuals. And it's one of those things that really frustrates the heck out of me, because I've known real trans people. They just wanted to live their lives for themselves. They did not want to force anybody else. They just wanted to live their true self. They did not want to force it on nobody. And yet you've got all these activists that have pushed this stuff, and it's literally pushed the movement back so far. So much so, I know gay people and lesbians that both are now like looking at each other going, dude, this is so messed up. If it was up to me, I'd get rid of same-sex marriage at this point. And when you're hearing people who had spent something like 20 years fighting to get same-sex marriage through, you know something's up.
Agreed.
And it frustrates me. It really does.
I can imagine.
Because this is something that my aunt was a lesbian, and she came out in the late 70s and early 80s in South Carolina. The part of South Carolina that was so deep southern, it wasn't even funny. And the fact that she left her husband and her kids to live her true self, and the problems that came from that, and the fact that we supported her and we helped her live her true self. So yeah, it burns my butt.
Yeah, as it should.
Okay,
But as we've sounded the whatever the tangent bell.
Yep. All right. The Finch King says no one cared about their lifestyle until they made us care. Then they blame us why there's hate and resistance. They create the split to distract us from what's really happening. True.
Agreed.
Yep.
Now, let's get back to Doordash. This chick. Okay.
Rachel Zegler. So Shrubby asked me what else the article had in it. Yeah. The article makes a very clear mention of the budget of Snow White.
Mm-hmm.
It cost $240 million plus to make. Actually, I think it was way more than that.
Yeah,
if I remember right, all total it was over $500 million.
Yeah,
damn.
Because that's including all the not just all the reshoots where they actually had to do all that, but I think they said they've made the equivalent of 3 or 4 movies, which has been the problem with what this whole scrapbooking way of making movies that they've been doing, is because you just keep filming section after section after section after section after section after section. Now, you completely ignoring the fact that by doing this, they're having to put in all of the special effects and stuff and all these different things so they can piece together whatever the movie is that they're going to make.
Hmm.
So yes,
Yep.
that makes it extremely expensive. Plus the fact that makes the special effects people have to work triple hard to try to get everything done within a set amount of time. Thus, what is that going to do? That's going to drive the prices up. Then you've got to also count the non-direct expenses of advertisements.
Yep.
And if you're going to
Marketing,
try,
all that other stuff.
yes,
which usually conservatively come in somewhere in the vicinity of anywhere from $100 to $200 million, depending on the effort they put in. I mean, say split the difference, say 150 million for a decently advertised film.
yep,
You know,
Yeah.
So you do the math on that. If last I heard, it was somewhere in the vicinity of high 300s, low 400s. But if Richard, if you heard one that's somewhere in the $500 million, do the conservative math on that. You're looking at anywhere in the vicinity of a movie that cost over $400 million to make.
Mm-hmm.
And what does it actually include? How much it actually made at the box office in that article as well?
They lost money.
$206 million worldwide.
So
bearing
so
in mind,
They didn't even make half of it back.
in
Okay.
order for a movie to break even,
Yep.
it has to make double what it cost to make the movie.
agreed.
That is just to break even. This
It
movie
barely
did not come close, even remotely close, to doing that.
It didn't even
It
make
didn't
back
even
its
make
marketing,
half
but
of. It did not
Yeah.
even make half of what it cost to make it.
yeah, it
It
barely even
lost
made
so
back
much
it.
money that it.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why it looked like for a while that they were actually gonna that the investors there at Disney were so up in arms. We were expecting, oh goody, let me get all the pitchforks and torches together so I can start handing them out so we can go get rid of that sons of bitch. Get Iger out of there, because there was enough people now that had finally had enough that literally has put the fear of God into Iger. Because if you'll notice, after this happened, a lot of the wokey stuff has been stripped out of a lot of the stuff that the Iger Corp has been pushing.
Mm.
And not fast enough, but they're doing what they can to try to stop it, because they're like, hey, we can't afford this no more. And it's true. They can't afford this no more. They've lost too much money on this. And like I said, the rumor mill has it that Rachel Zegler has lost a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Her gravitas that she had at the time in Hollywood, because she was seen as an up and comer. Problem is, everything that she's headlined has flopped, and I mean flopped like an orgy at an erectile dysfunction convention.
That's a bit graphic, but yes.
Yeah,
But
thanks
it's
for that
true.
image, Richard. Thanks very much.
It's true, because
Yeah,
It might be
Zig Valdison got it perfect here. Head on. Weird.
Yep.
and
But apparently Snow White is making a comeback on Disney Plus.
As in
Yeah.
her version or the cartoon?
Her version.
Ugh.
one of the reasons
Apparently it's been on a lot of top 10 charts on Disney Plus after it came to streaming.
Yeah, a massive amount of bot accounts constantly watching it day after day doesn't really fucking count.
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons why they threw so much money at Snow White was the fact that the original Snow White is what made Disney Disney. Because remember, Walt Disney, that was all his money that he sunk into it. It was a big gamble. Dude, if that movie would have failed, because it was the first full length animated movie, not just shorts that were like under 30 minutes long. This was a pretty long movie. And everybody's like going, oh, this will never work. This will never work. This will never work. But he believed in it. And he believed in it so much. Not only did he mortgage his personal home, and the business and everything, it was literally all on the table. It's like in gambling where you go to the craps table and you put literally everything you've got. You've taken off all your clothes and you set it on there, and you're sitting there in your BVDs and you roll the dice. That's where Walt Disney was at. Why do you think at the Walt Disney headquarters, the headquarters, the pillars holding up the roof are the Seven Dwarfs? Because that movie made Disney Disney. So they went out there and they were wanting to, let's see, what's the word there's a word for it, where they basically wanted to do the remake, to remake the company into Iger's company.
Reimagine.
Yes. And so they basically Iger basically said, spend however much it takes. I don't care. This is coming out on the 100th anniversary. I want this to make this company mine for all time and put his mark on it. And of course, we see what we got.
Yep.
And yes, Disney bet his giblets on to make Snow White and the Sorcerer's Apprentice and Fantasia, because a lot of people didn't think Fantasia was going to work either. Because
it's now considered one of the most staples of cinema history. Yeah.
It was. I mean, watching the first thing I actually watched on Disney Plus was Fantasia, and I'm not ashamed to say it. It was the first thing I was like, "What? They got Fantasia on here?" Click, and I watched.
I've honestly never watched Fantasia.
Oh,
Worth it doing it though. But you'd be hard pressed to find the unedited version now.
Exactly. It's because they basically took some of the most classical musical numbers and animated them, like Balrog and oh god, they were just the music and the animation. Just
Vivaldi's Four Seasons, all those major, tent poles of classical music, and all of those, that have stood the test of times in terms of music, and they just put it to animation, and it was glorious. I mean, Fantasia was great in and of itself, and then they brought out Fantasia 2000. Holy crap!
Yeah, it just watch the original Fantasia, please.
No, watch Fantasia 2000 as well. People go whatever on it because it doesn't have the soul of the original. I'm sorry, they took the modern generation of special effects back then and they did as fine a job with that as they did Fantasia. As much as people want to hate on it.
I think I've only seen Fantasia 2000 once.
Yeah.
So
it's nowhere near as good as the first. I'll give you that, but the first was an anomaly. It was a thing of its own.
It was poetry in motion. That's the best way of putting it. It was so
success like that on that caliber is nearly impossible to emulate.
Yes, that's why they call it catching lightning in a bottle.
Ghostbusters did the same thing.
Either. Yeah,
and I mean, it's one of those things that if you can, I recommend it. I think you and your if you and your girlfriend watch it at the same time, I think y'all will have a really great time watching it.
Because I'll have to recommend it sometime.
As I said, you'll be hard pressed finding the edited version of Fantasia now, though.
Yeah,
which is the bit that which is a bit that pisses me off, because as much as I want to bleat about it was something that was a stereotype and it doesn't really belong in the modern era, I'm sorry, nobody fucking noticed that when they were watching it the first time. There is not one person who ever saw Fantasia for the first fucking time in their life ever noticed that.
It's like the people that lost their ever-loving shit over Peter Pan and what makes the red man red. That, oh God, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Stop looking at everything through your own personal moment. Lens. Okay. Yeah. If you can't look at the art as it was originally presented and view it through the lens of the time it was made, you're not gonna understand it. You're not gonna be able to appreciate it. It's like with Shakespeare. Brian Blessed went absolute apeshit over the fact that they're now putting disclaimers in front of Shakespeare at the Shakespeare what is it where they do all the Shakespeare plays? There,
Shakespeare Company.
Yeah, because he went there to go do something for the Shakespeare Company, and he's like, "Why are you doing this? Have you lost your ever-loving minds?" And just goes off on them because they're putting these disclaimers up in front of Shakespeare's plays. And oh God. And
the only one that I can ever say that is actually socially volatile in terms of that would be The Taming of the Shrew. And that is meant to be inflammatory. If you've ever watched The Taming of the Shrew, it's meant to be the battle of the sexes. It's meant to be man versus woman. And that's the whole premise of the fucking show. But then at the end, it basically proves that neither side's infallible, neither side's perfect, and stop fucking whining. That's quite literally what it comes down to. It's stop fucking whining. You're both shit. You're both terrible people. Get on with your lives.
Yep. And
that's
the whole point. That's the whole point of love, man, is to accept that the person you love isn't perfect, and that a relationship is two imperfect people working together to make it work. But that's the problem that we've got in today's modern age. We've got to a point to where everything is disposable, including people.
All right, let's move on to the next bit before he has a fucking aneurysm. Next.
Yep. Before he goes on another tangent.
Well, I was trying to be nice, but
yeah. So, those of you who have been following the Palworld lawsuit are going to absolutely love this.
Oh, yes, yes.
I think Shrubby's caught wind of what I'm about to talk about.
Oh, no! I'm completely in the dark. So if you're saying it's something that we're gonna love it's got to be something good.
So, the Japan Patent Office has denied one of Nintendo's key patents in their lawsuit against Palworld.
Yes.
So this does not bode well for Nintendo.
That's putting it lightly. Yeah.
So this is one of the I believe 3 patents that they filed for the specific purpose of suing Palworld. And this, I believe, is the one that specifically talks about summoning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, the one that is the biggest one. Yes, yes.
In the Japan Patent Office cited prior games: Monster Hunter 4, Ark Survival Evolved, Kantai Collection, Craftopia, which was made by Pocket Pair, and even Pokemon Go.
Oh my god.
They are using Pokemon against Pokemon. And to make matters worse, they even cited one of Pocket Pair's own games against Pokemon.
What gets me is the fact that the Trump administration has they're freaked out over the whole American Patent Office allowing this stuff to get through. So they're doing a complete review and audit of it to try to find out who signed off on this stuff, and if it could be undone.
If it's happening, if the Japan Patent Office did something like this to Nintendo, if they said no to Nintendo, Nintendo rules the world in Japan. Like, they run Japan.
Putting it bluntly, yeah.
Then this bodes very well for the future of the video game industry. If this continues in this direction. The funny part about this is all of the games that the Japan Patent Office is mentioning here are a lot of the same games that Pocket Pair cited in their earliest arguments in the lawsuit.
Fuck yeah. So the Japanese Patent Office is actually agreeing with them. That's awesome. That is fucking awesome.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I'm here for this. This is awesome.
The Fitch King says, "I'm surprised Pikachu isn't the Prime Minister."
Well, he is the official country mascot, so close enough.
Yeah, pretty much. But
I've got a stuffed Pikachu around here somewhere that I got back in '98. And I've also got, I used to have a big stuffed Pikachu until my niece decided she wanted it, and it's now living with her, with several other of my stuffed animals.
Yeah,
you damn big softy. A pair of baby blues bats their eyes at you and you fucking melt. What a surprise. Anyway, continue.
The article further states that while the rejected filing isn't directly named in the lawsuit, analysts note that it acts as a key building block between the patents being asserted in court. It says it goes on further to state if one branch of that patent chain is found unoriginal, the rest may face increased scrutiny during litigation.
Thank God for that.
It says
God for
Nintendo now has 60 days from the decision to amend or appeal the rejection, which would extend its window date to late December 2025. And it says it doesn't automatically invalidate the lawsuit, as it isn't bound by patent decision and all that. It does. It says it may influence how the court evaluates the originality of Nintendo's claimed systems, an issue Pocket Pair is already expected to contest.
which basically puts them in the position of if they do rule that and there is no originality compromising, or basically what they're trying to claim they have no right to claim, basically they'll lose the patent.
Yeah,
they'll
pretty
lose
much.
both. They'll lose the case and they'll lose the patent.
Which,
Yep.
in all honesty, that's the best thing to happen.
Yep, that's what they fucking deserve at this point.
That's what needs to happen for the sake of the future of the entire video game industry. I made a whole video talking about this, but if Nintendo were to win this lawsuit, then a repeat of the video game crash of 1983 would be inevitable.
Yeah.
Agreed. Because that's exactly what started off the whole bullshit with them as well. Back then was this level of copyright fuckery, this level of franchising that people were not paying attention to what was fucking going on.
Yeah.
Yep. And at the heart of it all was E.T.
Yeah. And
here, Pokemon is at the heart of it all.
Yep. The irony.
E.T. was such a popular movie. It was wild.
Agreed.
I mean, it was. Y'all aren't old enough to remember how big E.T. was back in the day.
Oh, I do. I may not be remembered exact when it first came out, but I do remember how big it was.
I mean,
we saw how big Pokemon got.
Yeah,
You know, it mirrored that exactly.
And Finch King, Nintendo doesn't need a kick in the butt; they need a kick in the balls.
Yeah.
They don't need to be disciplined. They need to be fucking kicked square in the nuts and made to be humiliated. They've got way too fucking big for their boots over the last couple of decades. They need a good solid shots right to the nads to make them pull their fucking heads out of their ass.
And this feels like the beginning of the boot swinging in that direction.
Agreed.
Hopefully, like I said, this Nintendo will get the reality check that they've needed for a while.
Agreed.
Because once upon a time, Nintendo was not that bad of a company.
No, it wasn't.
They
They actually gave a shit about the customers. They gave a shit about their employees. I mean, Nintendo supplanted government service as the most secure and whatever employment in Japan all through the 80s and 90s. It was more secure working at Nintendo than it was working for the fucking government. What does that tell you?
Yeah, and that, like I said, they cared about making a good product. They cared about their customer service. They cared about the employees. And this is coming from in Japan, where the culture of the salaryman culture that they've got there is, you don't want to be the first person to leave the job. Working late, showing up early and leaving late is part of their work culture. And it's one of the reasons why the salaryman is such a stressed out type trope there in Japan. It's also part of the reason why whenever they get done at work, they go and they get drunk on sake and go and then become pervies and chase after girls in short skirts to try to steal their pants.
That's for an entirely different reason, though. Let's not get into that one.
But I'm just saying, that's part of the culture over there.
Agreed.
And Nintendo did not allow, for the longest time, their employees to be pushed until they completely broke,
Mm.
And
they gave a shit about their employees, which was unheard of for them.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I'm just hoping that a wake-up call will save Nintendo. Just like I'm hoping that a wake-up call will basically cause Disney to get rid of Iger and allow Disney back into Disney. Because right now, that's why I refer to it as the Iger Corp. Because it's not Disney Corporation, it's Iger Corp. Because Iger went in there and purposefully changed the culture from the top down and the bottom up by running off all the Imagineers, all the brain trust that made Disney. He ran them off and brought in all these people that were ideologues that put being an activist first. They didn't care about telling good stories. They didn't care about entertainment. They didn't care about making sure that the guests that was coming into the parks were getting the best experience, that they were able to leave the real world at the door and enter into the fantasy of Americana. They got rid of that. Why do you think they keep tearing down so much of the old stuff that expressed Americana? Why do you think they got rid of Splash Mountain? It wasn't just because of Song of the South. It was Americana. They did the same thing with what was the other ride they trashed?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, and Pirates of the Caribbean. They trashed it. They messed with the Hall of Presidents because they're doing everything. It's like they're trying to get rid of all of their animatronics.
To be fair, though, when they did the updated version after the Pirates of the Caribbean movies came out, people made that complaint as well, even though that was completely unfucking founded. The massive changes they made after the movies came out, people bitched and whined that they had gone and fucked up Pirates of the Caribbean as it was, until you actually went and looked at it. And for the most part, aside from a few Easter egg style stuff, you had Jack sat on the rocking chair with his pile of treasure, and you had Barbosa replacing the pirate captain on board on the ship as they go sailing past.
What we're talking about. We're talking about where they got rid of the slave auction and stuff like that.
True, but the same out. You saw a similar sort of outrage when they did the changes then. But it said that's why I think people really didn't take it as seriously as they should have, honestly, because the boy who cried wolf mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The people were like, well, you complained about it last time. It wasn't a bigger fucking deal. Why are you complaining about it now?
Yeah, they emasculated it. Yeah.
Yeah.
YT for Fun is asking about the 31 Atlas, which I believe we discussed at the top of the stream, didn't we?
Yeah, we've been touching on it a little bit during it. I've been watching the videos for the past week, and it's wild. The fact that it's basically breaking all the rules of physics that we as we know it. It's all good, YT. We it, this thing is the size of Manhattan Island, and if it was solid, it would have its own gravitational pull. And when it passed Mars, it was so close to Mars that there should have been a distortion to the atmosphere when it went past, and there was no distortions, which is basically the physicist that I've been watching on the videos is sitting there saying the only thing that makes sense is it's hollow, that it's a shell, and then the telescopes that they've actually got to look at it. There's too many right angles on this thing to be naturally forming. It's releasing pure nickel behind it, which nickel is a byproduct of smelting. And it's so, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff about this that is just got people that are into the know are sitting there freaking out, going, "This is looking like it's making course corrections as it's passing through our solar system, and it's taken a route that is giving it the best view of all of the planets and of the inner system for the inner system of the solar system, okay, the inner planets, and it's allowing them to have some of the closest, passing the closest to these areas and their orbits. And one of the physicists was talking about the fact that, yes, it is possible that you can throw a paper airplane from your chair through the keyhole of a door on the other side of the city. It's just highly improbable. And that's exactly what Three-Eye Atlas has done with how it has gone from being an interstellar object and flying through our solar system at just the right angle to make all of these points. And it's, like I said, it's got so many physicists and the types that are losing their ever-loving shit over the fact of how it is acting and reacting. And it's wild. I mean, I know that when it passed Mars, all of the Mars rovers and all that, they turned their cameras up to take pictures of it as it went by. And they have been using the fact that the government shutdown is why NASA hasn't released any of the pictures that was taken when it flew by. So yeah, this is wild.
That's more than a little convenient.
Yep. And the Finch King says it wouldn't be surprised if Atlas was just a big distraction, to be honest, but I don't know. It's hard to believe anything anymore. And then YT for fun says, isn't it amazing? All those rocket launches and the low orbit and other satellites doesn't get hit. Ever see how satellites are up there? Oh, there's a buttload of satellites up there. Believe me. One of the things I still remember when GPS was still fresh and new. In fact, I remember the precursor to GPS that was launched and put up there in the late 70s and during the 80s that basically proved that they could make a GPS system to put put satellites in orbit to where you could be able to find anything on the planet and be able to make it navigation a hell of a lot more accurate and easier. I remember when all that stuff started.
I remember when Google Maps got its start back when it was still in its infancy.
It's wild, man. Because it's one of those things that I talked with my grandparents about before they died.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's really a massive misunderstanding of the ignorance of ordinary people. Really, because people assume, because you have to have a satellite in orbit for GPS, that means there has to be hundreds of thousands of satellites up there in the sky. No, not really.
It's you just can have network of them. If I remember right, it's 9.
Yeah, you can have about anywhere between a dozen or maybe half a dozen to a dozen satellites, and you get the same effect. Because all it's doing is providing the third part of the equation for a triangulation. The measurement of triangulation is from you to from your set point on the Earth to another set point perpendicular to you. So, say a cell phone tower, and then from your point and from that point to a third point above you. That is triangulation. So all it is those 2 points meeting at the same point at the satellite and going, right, you're there.
Because remember, when we put up the GPS satellites, the Soviets were in the process of trying to put up their version of GPS. At the same time, it did not work that well, which is one of the reasons why GPS is open source for everybody. And it like I said, it was wild because the precursor to GPS that was put up there by DARPA, proving it could work.
Yeah, that's reaching back into the fucking ancient. Jesus, you could do an entire stream just on what fucking DARPA was. Holy shit.
DARPA still exists. That's the funny part.
I know, but there is I can guarantee you there's more than a few people who have no fucking idea what it is.
Oh God. If we
were do I need to preemptively grab the tangent bell?
No, I'm just saying.
There's way too much even for even Richard to have a tangent on this at this point.
Okay, if we were to do a Let's Talk DARPA, that's literally also goes into conspiracy theory territories. Because
we'd be here a while. We would fucking be here a while.
That would be a 4-hour or more Let's Talk.
Yeah, at a start. Yes.
Because it is one of those things that if you've got somebody who's really big into conspiracy theories, like let's say Joe Rogan can go and do that and not even break out the wacky weed and just go on it.
Because if you know where to look, there's an awful lot of footprints of DARPA going all the way back into the 60s and hell, even prior to that. It's got a lot of it's got a lot of its sticky fingers and shit that it really had no fucking business having its fingers in.
Yeah, and projects, the Jedi Project that they also did about psychic studies. Oh man, it's wild.
As I said, it's one of those. Yeah, well, once you start that rabbit hole, you're going a fucking long way.
Well, one of the things that I think is so cool about DARPA is DARPA goes out there and looks for scientists, young upcoming scientists, and they will give them an unlimited budget for, I think it's a 5-year contract, and let them do research in whatever it is that they're wanting to do research on. Problem is
basically cutting them a blank check to just fucking start researching whatever the hell they want.
and each time they do, but the thing is, I think you can only get 2 grants, which is 2 5-year contracts, and you're done. And the only way you get that second contract is if your first contract was it went over really well.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining us, Marcelo.
Yeah, you do the math on that, Marcelo. That's at least, maybe a couple of dozen GPS satellites per country. Also, military satellites, communication satellites, you fucking name it. So that shit adds up real quick.
Oh yeah, you be good, Marcelo.
I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache just listening to you guys talk about it.
Oh yeah, it's
Satellites
math. Yeah, math sucks. I can handle math, and I'm saying right now, math sucks.
I hate math, and I suck at math. I have always sucked at math.
See, one of the things about the satellites that I still remember a lot of the stuff, because a lot of the satellites only go up and stay up for a certain amount of time, then they end up in space junk.
Or they just fall to Earth.
Yeah, and it's wild. I mean, it's one of the reasons why the Lagrange points are so important, because they're natural gravity points that pull space junk to them. And
for the uninitiated, Lagrange points are where the Earth's gravitational pull and the moon's gravitational pull are either in excess of each other or balanced against each other. So effectively, it's like a dead space in the gravitational of. So there's neither side is acting directly on it. So it can decide to either keep going out of orbit or fall to Earth.
And it's fascinating stuff, because
the math behind it is fucking mind blowing.
Get down, cat. But yeah, the playing Twilight 2000, that was one of those things that we were that we ended up having to sit there and figure out, how many of the satellites would have fallen out of the sky by now, because you didn't have the people back at home in satellite commands giving them the commands to where they would make their course corrections to stay in orbit. And it was wild, because they even had a whole thing about Skylab, the Mir, the Soviet satellite, not satellite, but space station that was up there back then, and all this stuff, because there was a whole adventure setting of, we got to go and recover these satellites that have crashed onto the planet. And Red Star, Lone Star, I think was the name of it, where you're basically racing across Texas, trying to get to a fallen weather satellite before the Soviets and the Mexicans and the Cubans could get to it and get all the data that satellite had recorded. And because at the time, at this point in time, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona and Southern California had been invaded by Mexico. Yeah, Twilight 2000 had some really cool, wild stuff.
That does sound like some pretty solid shit.
Oh, hey, Zach. He's got himself a grilled cheese sandwich, and we don't. Don't brag, man. I could go for a grilled cheese right about now.
Fucking hooray for you.
I love a good grilled cheese. I can make a mean grilled cheese.
I have already had my 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, so fuck you. I've already been there, done that.
Hey, one of the best ways of making a grilled cheese sandwich is putting bacon bits sprinkled on top.
Do that with the poached eggs. Yeah, poach the eggs in the little egg cup fryers, and then put bacon bits over the top. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. Problem is with my stove, I'm using a gas stove. I can't cook grilled cheese on this stove.
Yeah,
Why are
Especially
you
with-
cooking it on the stove?
What am I gonna cook it on? I don't have any.
don't have a griddle.
What other suggestions do you have?
You have a toaster. You have a microwave.
Yeah, that's taking the lazy way out, though. I was taught how to make a grilled cheese on an electric stove, which the powers that be refuse to get me anything other than wheat bread. Wheat bread does not cook well on a gas stove. I have learned that the hard way.
Yeah,
fair.
that's true.
If it doesn't work well on the grill, fair.
All right, what was our next
It's like putting gluten-free bread or fucking pumpernickel bread on it. It sucks.
Hey, now if you're gonna go with an alternative gluten-free type flour, go with amaranth.
Ew.
I'm not talking about
amaranth. Isn't that a metal band?
No, there's a model who goes by that name too. But no, amaranth.
No, the flour also tastes like shit.
It is pound for pound a survival food. It's one
it tastes like shit.
That the American Indians used it all throughout Central and North America and parts of South America. The Spanish conquistadors did everything in their power trying to wipe it out because it was a small amount of amaranth produced more corn and provided more food substance than corn. There's a documentary about it that was really good that I watched 2 weeks ago because I've been looking for something that tastes better than the non-gluten stuff that's come out, and a friend of mine was like, "Hey, try amaranth; it might help you out." And so I started looking.
You're better off using cornmeal and corn flour if that's the case. At least it tastes better.
Yeah. The Finch King says, "Get a George Foreman grill. Those do make really good. Those make good grilled cheese sandwiches, and they also make really, really good waffles."
I have a George Foreman grill, a little bitty one, but I have one. I never even thought of using it to make a grilled cheese.
You fool!
They work great, man. You can also use, like I said, you can use them to make waffles, and if you do it right, you can use them also to make your.
What's the hint? Not in the name. A George Foreman grill.
Grilled cheese.
Yeah, that's yeah. We do have at least one more topic of conversation, though.
Yep,
right, go for it.
Probably a lot more than that, and I'm just missing a few of them.
Yeah. Because Lord Jane hasn't got back yet, so we can talk about the Hassan Piker and the shot collar with his dog, which really still burns me up, and I want to talk about it.
Do we really want to give that asshole airtime?
Hey,
personally, no.
Personally, him, no. But I want to get people to know just how vile of a piece of shit this person is, because the dog deserves justice, man.
Well, you get no argument from me on that one. But
I'm pushing the whole movement to have Piker neutered.
Fuck neutered. Have him taken out back and old yelled. Both barrels between the eyes.
I have one name for you. Chippy.
Yes. Yes. Chippy would be very well employed getting rid of Hassan.
Well, Laura Jane agrees with that movement of hooking him up to fluids to keep them hydrated while putting them in feet first. But as I keep telling her, Chippy's motto: Yum yum, eat 'em up. Yum yum, eat 'em up. Toss 'em in feet first. Always feet
Yeah,
first. Yum, yum.
don't even give him fluids. Just toss him in their feet first, and just watch the light leave his eyes.
Oh, Asmongold's
Yeah.
been doing some really. He's been doing the yeoman work on this one,
Mm.
big time.
Oh, he's hated fucking Piker for a fucking dog's age at this point.
Well,
He's
Piker is a huge-
he's made no secret of how much he fucking despises that guy.
Well, Piker is one of the biggest hypocrites on the left. He is the definition of a champagne socialist.
Mm.
Grew up
Agreed.
wealthy as all get out. And it's one of those things that really gets me. It's like Bernie Sanders and his, how he kept going, millionaires and billionaires.
You
And
look like a rich prick. I will take money from a rich prick like you.
And then whenever he started being
Okay,
able to be
Robin
classified
Hood.
and as soon as he was able to be classified as a millionaire, he stopped talking about millionaires, just started talking about billionaires.
Mm.
And but
Sorry, that was Dana Carvey's impersonation of Bernie Sanders when he was on the campaign trail. You look like a rich prick. I'm going to take money from a rich prick like you and give it to the poor bastard sitting next to you.
What gets me about Bernie Sanders, even though he doesn't sound like him, I truly wish Gilbert Gottfried was still around, because if you listen to the stuff that comes out of Bernie Sanders' mouth, it just would sound better.
Coming out of Gilbert Gottfried's mouth.
Saying it, it just fits better.
I'm not educated enough for the guy who talks about buffalo shit in his basement.
Yeah, and I mean, oh God.
This is what happens when you send amateurs to do a professional's job. You fool!
I miss you, Gilbert Gottfried. You were one of the best, man.
Gilbert Gottfried was hilarious.
Mm.
Oh God, we have.
I watched that episode.
Eric, you are an idiot.
I love that episode of fucking, was it Celebrity Squares?
Yeah,
where he for just whole 15 minutes of the entire show was just him getting constantly asked questions because they kept fucking up the answers.
yeah.
So by the end of it, he's just laying there with his head on his desk, just screaming, "You fool!" Because every time they fucked it up.
He was awesome,
glorious.
man. I mean, we oh man, it's like Rickles.
Mm.
Rickles was the master of the roast. He was roast master general.
Yes.
Talk about
there is not a man in Hollywood he would not go after. And he was perfect for it.
And the funny thing is, Ronald Reagan adored Don Rickles. And Don Rickles hated him. And it's like Don Rickles was told, hey, Reagan wants you to do his roast. And Don Rickles did not want to do it. He's like, I can't stand the guy. And I'm afraid I'll go too far. You don't understand, Don. Ronnie loves you, man. He wants you to go full tilt and go as far as you want to take it. That goes to show you the differences of the outlooks, But then again,
yeah, and I could see Trump doing the exact same thing to somebody else, but I can't see a single fucking Democrat asking somebody who absolutely despises them to fucking come on and do their roast for him. I couldn't see Obama asking somebody to do that. I couldn't see Bill Clinton do that. because they would just absolutely fucking destroy him.
Well, the problem though is Bill wouldn't allow it because he'd be like,
He's a weak piece of shit.
no, he'd be like, I don't want to cheese off Hillary. It's
big dog to Little Hill, big dog to Little Hill.
Because that's one of those
You
things.
don't want to get on Hillary's bad side, and there is no good side. Why did I turn into Forrest Gump?
I don't know.
Because
you were trying to. Yeah, you were trying to do Bill Clinton and retarded, and that's what you came up with.
Well, the messed up thing about Bill Clinton is, have you seen him lately?
Oh, he looks like he's been locked in a basement as a fucking vampire, as blood supply at this point.
Yeah, he looks horrible, man. I mean, he literally looks like all of the STDs on Earth is like living inside of him and fighting each other over dominance.
You seen what Hillary Clinton looks like now? She's got the same fucking hairstyle as almost on time fucking Cortez.
Yeah.
She's got the exact same fucking hairstyle. Gee, I wonder who's trying to recapture her youth now.
Well, in all honesty, Hillary looks more like Karen.
Well, she already did with her fucking hair up, but now she's got the hair down. It's like she's trying to look hip. She's trying to look like an older version of fucking almost on time Cortez.
Well, the thing with Hillary is the fact that she still thinks she has a chance, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised that she didn't push it, and when it came to Joe Biden, but because she wasn't the one pulling the strings. It was fucking Saint Obama. That's why. Yeah. Obama's one of those. I would love to do a let's talk about Obama and talk about his Nobel Peace Prize.
Your channel wouldn't last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. This would definitely be a Rumble exclusive. Let's talk because during the Obama years, there was enough of the people I served with that was still active duty that talked about the stuff that the Obama administration was doing and the unrestricted drone warfare that he was engaging in and comparing it to how it was done under the George W. Bush administration and how entirely different it was, because during George W. Bush's administration, is there a possibility of any collateral damage happening? Then we're not taking the shot. But during the Obama years, let me get this straight. There's a wedding going on over there, and the best friend of the cousin of this terrorist is going to be there, or possibly is going to be there. Yeah, let's blow that shit up. That was the Obama years. Why do you think in the Middle East they hate America so much? Because for a while there, America, it was like, don't piss them off, don't go home. Just don't piss them off. Don't point a gun at them. If they look at you and say, "What you doing?" You just put your hands up and smile and go, "Not doing a thing, not doing a thing," and they'll leave you alone. But during the Obama years, don't do it, man. Don't do it. But I ain't doing nothing. Like I said, don't do it. They'll take you down. And that's exactly what happened. And all these people that are bitching and moaning about the taking out of the drug dealers down there in Venezuela completely ignore the fact of the stuff that was done during the Obama years, like killing American citizens with a drone strike and then waiting several hours and hitting that spot again when their 16-year-old son showed up to see where their father died. And both times, the location that just got drone strike was crowded as hell. And, oh, man.
Dang-a-lang. Dang-a-lang. Dang-a-lang.
Yeah. Okay. Obama was raised
You
by
know
a
I've been
communist.
waiting for that
He was a
one, so-
communist at heart, and he opened the faucet and let the unwanted into our country too.
Mm,
Obama loved playing drone wars. Very much,
Yep.
Siggy. Very much. And it's wild. It really is wild. But anywho,
all right. Is that all we've got on the whatever docket, or we got other stuff you guys
No,
want to go
I've
over?
still got the thing I've been wanting to talk about since before Richard
Yep.
started the
and
Obama
the Finch
tirade.
King. And
Go for it.
the Finch King is right. He also started the culture war that we're suffering
He
through
did.
today.
Anyway, yes. Continue.
Ah, Siggy. You're making me do it.
Siggy.
Siggy Cook. Siggy,
I'm
no.
gonna have
We are not letting Siggy cook. Shut the hell up.
Yep.
anyway.
All right,
So-
go for it.
So, how many of you played Crash Bandicoot when you were younger?
Yeah.
Present.
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
Yes.
Crash
So,
Bandicoot was pretty fun. My mom loved it.
so this could be either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you see it.
Let's just go
Netflix-
automatic bad thing because
Netflix.
Netflix is doing an animated series on Crash Bandicoot. It is being done by Wild Brain Studios, who are behind Sonic Prime, Carmen Sandiego, and Mallory Towers.
garbage, and even more fucking garbage.
Wait, do you mean the original Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego or the woke cartoon that they did?
The garbage cartoon that's currently on Netflix, I'd imagine.
Well, this is Netflix, so I'm assuming the woke version.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-oh,
no,
get the
no.
bucket. Get the bucket. He's
Yeah,
about to hurl.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's about to fucking hurl his
No.
guts. Yep.
No. They took one of the most awesome characters.
Yeah. So let's just automatically fucking assume this is going to be absolute steaming pile of dog shit.
Yep.
They're literally trying to do the exact same thing they did with fucking Donkey Kong in the 90s.
Yep. There is absolutely no other details about it yet, other than the fact that it's being made by Wild Brain Studios and it's animated. We have no other details yet.
Yep, and that can fucking go die in a hole, die in a vine, go kill itself, go die in a fucking hole, and send itself own flowers because nobody fucking else will turn up.
And I really, I want them to bring back the original Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
The chief is
No,
dead.
no, you don't, because they'd wokeify it to high heaven.
And also the chief's dead.
Yeah, I know the chief's dead. I cried.
See.
Oh God, did I cry when she died?
Yeah, you can't bring her back if she's dead.
She.
No, that wouldn't stop Hollywood from trying with deep fake technology, though.
Well, she passed away long before all that shit. So good fucking luck with that one.
The
Yeah,
reason why
true.
I would like to see the reason why I would like to see them bring back Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego is because it was one of the most fun, educational game shows that they focused at kids. And even though we were adults in college, we would sit there and watch this thing. And it was hilarious watching college students not knowing geography.
Mm.
And all of us ex-military types are sitting there. We know the answers. We had already been told, whatever you do, don't blurt it out. Because this is where the humor's going to come about.
Hmm.
We're like, what's that? Just watch. And all these they'd hit pause and try to get the college kids to say the answers. And for all of us ex-military types are sitting here wanting to say the answers. And guys sitting there turning blue, going, I know this answer. Let me say it. And it's like, no. Oh, God. Those were some good memories, man. And then when they did Work in Time as Carmen Sandiego, that was even more fun.
That was a good game.
I remember
that was
that
a really
one.
good game. Yeah, that was an amazing game.
And
just a little anecdote about that game, though. That's just a funny little thing about my sister. You played a game way too fucking much when you were a kid. When your sister would sit there and watch you play a game, and as she got a little bit older, she'd try and play the game. But when she got old enough to go to school, is when I was still playing it before she could really play it because she didn't really understand it. There's a bit in the game, as you probably remember, you've got to do the bartering thing. You've got to have one thing, give it to somebody else, get one thing, take it back to somebody else, they give you a thing, and then you give it to somebody else. She saw that and thought that's how you get stuff. As in, you don't use money, that's how you get stuff.
Oh,
so when she went to school for the first time, my dear little sister decided to go wandering up to the school canteen and handed over her little plastic, tiny little freezer baggie of Cheez-It biscuits over to the people at the counter and ask for about 3 or 4 Redskins in exchange. And there's my happy little ass having to go running across the playground as I'm seeing this, going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. To very, very quickly grab my sister's hand, take her hand away from the counter before the lady behind the counter flipped her fucking lid because she probably thought she was having her on. And very, very quickly explained to the woman, I'm very, very sorry. This is my sister. She has been watching me play a game recently, and she has a very wrong idea of how you get things. It is the funniest memory I have ever had of my sister as a child. I have never, ever fucking forgotten it. And I have never let her fucking forget it either.
Oh, that is good. That is just too cool.
It was one of those moments that you couldn't have scripted it if you fucking tried, and it was just the stupidity of it was just so damn funny. I think I spent the greater part of that playground break just curled up in a corner, laughing my ass off.
The Finch King says we need the barter system back. And Marcelo says, big mistake, Shrubby.
Big mistake what? Stopping my sister from making a complete ass of herself? I'd say that's not a big mistake.
Wrong answer. And Zachary said that he heard that the next Halo game is going to be on PlayStation 5.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. That's another thing I wanted to talk about.
I was surprised that was on the first on the list. Yeah, I figured that would be first on your list.
I completely forgot about this. So GameStop ended the console wars.
Figuratively and literally, yes.
Yeah. So among many other things that are now no longer console exclusive, Halo is now one of them. Halo is coming to PlayStation. The console wars are officially over. Now, if only someone would tell that to Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one still pushing the fucking console wars at this point anymore is Nintendo.
All right.
Yep.
Marcelo says, sorry, folks. JD is one. Got to listen in.
Eh?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. But anyway, like I said, there's several games out there that I can't wait to see. That I was going through my discovery queue on Steam, and they got some really interesting stuff that's popped up. There's a new update for Vane that looks really good. Vane is basically Project Zomboid, but in first person,
Interesting.
and with a lot better graphics.
Of all the games you've played that hasn't already been moved across from the console wars, which game that was Xbox exclusive would you love to see on the PS? Do you think?
Ooh. I would love to get to play Dead Island.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what, buddy? It's on Steam.
Yeah, I know it's now on Steam, but I can't afford it just yet.
Oh, don't worry.
I also want it on my console, man.
I can't gift it on Steam.
Oh, I mean, I used to have Dead Island and Dead Island 2 for my Xbox.
When did you ever have Dead Island 2?
Yeah, I had Dead Island 2, and it disappeared.
You mean Dead Island Riptide?
Yes, Dead Island 2 is Dead Island Riptide.
No. There's an actual Dead Island 2.
Wait, what?
Yes, there's an actual Dead Island 2.
There's an actual Dead Island 2.
Yes, Dead Island Riptide.
Yeah.
is never Dead Island 2.
You heard it here.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah, I know. I like these older games because the Xbox I've got is the Halo exclusive Xbox.
Yeah,
that I
you
bought
heard it
at-
here, folks. Heard it here, folks. Richard having his mind blown in 3D.
Yep.
But at the moment, the only game I get to play on that Xbox is my Captain America Super Soldier, because my Dead Island disappeared because of my nephew. Yeah, buddy.
I have no idea where it is. It could
Yeah,
be
he
in one
doesn't even have no idea where the heck it disappeared to either.
Oh, one of those. You see, he borrows a game and then fucking forgets about it.
You saw the rating. I was in elementary school when I played that game.
Yes, I know you were in elementary school when you took it. And I'm like,
$10 says he lent it to a friend and forgot who it was.
yeah, that's probably, you probably lent it to somebody and forgot who it was, and that's why it
Oh, no.
disappeared.
No,
And-
definitely not that.
Now, for those of you asking the question of wait a minute, why did you give a zombie game to an elementary school student? Because his mom asked me to.
Because back then they weren't little bitches.
Exactly. They weren't little brats. Well, they were little brats, but I mean little pussies that would be like they are today. I mean, come on. But no. Oh.
Anyway, so you'd love to see Dead Rising or Dead Island? How about you?
Dead Island.
Where
Me,
you wouldn't want.
I have no horse in this race because the last time I played anything involving Xbox was the original Xbox, like back in the day, and that was one of the old Sam Raimi Spider-Man games.
True, fair, and they were pretty decent in of themselves. Fair.
Though I would love to have a chance to play Halo.
All right. The Finch King says he just wants a new Conquer and Perfect Dark.
Perfect
and-
Dark.
Conquer.
Conquer he's referring to. Yeah, Conquer's Bad Fur Day. That was a trash game. I'm not gonna lie.
That was not a trash game. You take that back right the fuck now.
The voice acting.
You take that back right the fuck now.
The voice
Exact-
acting was terrible.
The
and Zach-
GoldenEye voice acting was fucking terrible. Don't see people complaining about it now.
I
Hey, GoldenEye was
fair,
cool.
fair
GoldenEye was cool, man. Xena on the top was hot. She was hot.
It was great throwing a load of mines at her and blowing her ass up. It was funny as hell.
She had a butt.
It
It
was-
was like, oh my God, that was a butt that you just wanted to. Oh, yeah.
Okay, can we get a towel? Can we get a towel or a mop and bucket, please? Rich is making a
Yeah,
mess.
Hey, for me,
yeah, he's
Jensen
drooling
is
all over
still
himself.
hot.
Yeah.
She's still hot. Now, Zach says it'll only be a matter of time until all Xbox games are on PlayStation anyway, which is true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is true.
we're heading in the right direction with that one.
Mm.
And the Finch King also says he wants Metroid Prime 4.
Fair. Considering
Okay,
how
is Metroid the one that has Samus in it?
yes,
The
Samus,
hot
yes.
chick that everybody didn't know that it was a girl until the very
Yep.
end of it.
yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
And now because that's been established and that is a fact, they're leaning so far fucking into it to the point of we don't give a shit. It's a girl anymore.
Mhm.
Just give her big tits and let her go. Get on with it.
Yeah, it's just that they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We can't give you something that leans into the male gaze. That
How dare you?
makes you wonder.
But yeah,
Why not?
Conker's back.
What,
Conker's
why
bad
not? They
fur
did
day.
it with Lara Croft.
True.
No, they have you seen what they've done to Lara Croft?
Basically,
No,
turned her
I
into
don't want to.
basically turned her into fucking domestic abuse victim.
Yeah, it's not cool.
I'm pretty sure in the games Lara Croft is dead.
News to me.
Tomb Raider
News to me.
4. Tomb Raider 4, I think, ended. It was either 4 or 5 that ended with Lara Croft dying.
That's news to me.
Let's see, where did it go? Give me 1 second, guys.
All right.
That's not working. I'll do that later.
Then again, I feel like there's not many of us left in the world that would get excited over a pair of triangles on a rectangle's chest.
Yeah, it just
Very true.
the
Very true.
bad pixels was pretty bad, but no, I mean, I remember when that was cutting edge computer graphics, and people don't realize just how expansive it was. I mean, there was a dumb idiot trying to say that the moon landings was fake using computers.
And then this fucking
CGI
game comes
graphics.
out. Yeah.
And somebody actually was showing the CGI computer graphics from 1998, which was the Transformers Beast Wars cartoon.
Oh yes,
And say,
yes.
Okay, this is computer animation. The first full computer animation that they were able to pull up was the Beast Wars in '98.
Actually, Reboot
Yes,
was
true.
technically the first. Reboot came first, then Beast Wars. They were both made by the same company, but
Yeah.
Reboot was first.
And if you really want to split hairs and whatever, the first ever computer generated anything that was visual in that regard was the Dire Straits Money for Nothing video clip for MTV.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first ever computer generated movie video clip. And look at the fucking graphics on that thing.
Yeah. And
For those of you who haven't seen it, give me a moment. I shall send the link to Richard, and you can all see exactly what I'm fucking talking about.
And don't get me started on the abomination of the Power Rangers movie.
Oh god,
The Megazord fight from that wasn't CGI. That was hobbled together graphics from like 800 different movies trying to be something in one.
That was just straight up terrible. That wasn't just terrible CGI. That was just straight up terrible.
That was nightmare fuel. The movie itself was halfway decent, but the CGI nightmare inducing.
There you go, Richard.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I'm.
Money for nothing and your chicks for free.
All right, hold on.
Don't forget to skip over the bit where it drops drops the F word, the other bad F word.
Okay, this isn't working right. I'm trying to, because I've got the link. I'm just trying to share my screen. But
He's
for some
forgotten
reason,
again.
no, what's happened is my Google Chrome crashed and it's not allowing it to open up. So I'm having to use Firefox. And Firefox is being a pain in the buttocks.
Oh, goody. Technical difficulties.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's not a stream without technical difficulties.
Yep. It's not a stream without scuff. It's not a Tony stream without scuff. It's not a Richard stream without scuff.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if this is going to work.
It's also not a fee stream without technical difficulties. Referring to my buddy over on the Twitch side.
Is it
That's
okay?
so
Is it
easy, Ben.
showing the Dire Straits thing on here?
Well, it's showing the YouTube page, yes. Whether it's going to be echoey as hell when you try and play it, though.
All right, let me know if it's echoing.
We're not hearing anything right now.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
oh,
See, that's
God.
the graphics from back
Yeah.
then.
This was play school level of fucking CGI back then.
That was
Love you too, Bubba.
okay. I have a point to prove to my girlfriend. If you could send me the link to that clip.
It's dropped in the private chat, dude. You knock yourself out.
All right,
Yep.
yeah, let me
But like I said, that was the graphics back then. And these idiots trying to sit there and go, "Oh, this is the."
Yeah, that was CGI not even a decade or two after the fucking moon landing, and you're trying to tell me they faked all that shit? Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, it's just some people are crazy, man.
It suits them that they know the government is lying to them, and it's the easiest way they can comprehend that everything that ever happened and everything that's ever been done has to be a conspiracy now. It's the only way their fucking brain can cope.
No, it's one of the reasons why I'd love to do Let's Talk, where we just talk about conspiracy theories, because they're the whole reason why they came up with the whole conspiracy theory thing was because of the John F. Kennedy's assassination. And they came up with the phrase conspiracy theory. And it just was wild, man. The whole history of it.
I loved watching the fucking tinfoil hat fuckers just basically froth at the idea that they were releasing all the JFK files, and all it did was just prove that the actual official whatever was right, and the only thing that they had lied about was the fact that the FBI didn't know who Lee Harvey Oswald was. They did know who he was. They just didn't do anything fucking about him, and that's where they fucked up. There was actually no major conspiracy to try and have him assassinate the president. It was just they knew he was a criminal, they knew he was a crook, and they knew he was going to try and do something, but they didn't do anything about it. That's it.
My grandfather, my maternal grandfather, he went to his grave believing that LBJ had something to do with it, because there was a special team that was supposed to be there to protect military police and military intelligence that was supposed to be there to protect, and they never showed the fuck up.
That wouldn't happen to be the A team by any chance, would it?
No, it was
Da, 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 da,
Da,
da,
da,
da.
da, da, da.
There is a counterintelligence team that is also paired up with a group of military police that has been part of their job is that they wear civilian clothes. They are out in the crowds acting as security alongside are outside of the Secret Service.
Oh, you mean the FBI? You mean the FBI surveillance teams have been around since fucking Hoover?
No,
Yeah, we
not
already knew about
FBI.
those.
These are actual United States Army military intelligence and military police that do
Yeah,
this.
military intelligence. There's a fucking oxymoron if I've ever heard one.
And because I knew some of those guys, and that they're very serious about their job, dude. And I had to have a great deal of respect for them because, like I said, they're counterintelligence operatives as well as military police officers, and that was their entire job. And they were not on site when it happened, and they were supposed to be. Go figure. But anywho, it's time to go ahead and close it down because Pop Culture Breakdown should be happening soon. And
Actually, it's happening right now. It's been going for like 20 minutes.
Oh shit! All right, let's go ahead and start shutting down so everybody can get over to Pop Culture Breakdown.
I have an announcement that I'm really, really excited about.
Go for it.
Go for it.
So, on Friday, Halloween night, a lot of you were really excited about the podcast I did with Nick and Zach last month. This month we are doing it again, but I have two other guest stars, Theta of the Grid, and my girlfriend, who will be going by the name Rainbow Sparkle. I'm hoping to get Casey in as well. It depends on whether or not he's awake at the time. But
wait, Rainbow Sparkle?
It's a long,
not to be confused with fucking Miss Sparkle, and not to be considered with Rainbow Sparkles from Clownfish TV either.
No, Rainbow Sparkle is from.
You're thinking Twilight Sparkle.
Oh, okay, cool.
Anyway, it's a very long story that. But anyway, so me, her, and Theta of the Grid, and hopefully Casey's Creepy Creations, if he can make it in time, are going to be doing an episode of Storming Camelot, talking all about Beetlejuice, specifically the first movie.
That's gonna be awesome.
I haven't seen the second one.
We'll be recording it. We'll be recording it tomorrow, but then it will be going live. It will be going up the very next day on Halloween.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
A very special Halloween edition of Storming Camelot, and I'm really excited about this one.
The first ever Hollywood edition of Stormy Camelot.
Yeah. No time.
Well, what about you, Shrubs? What do you got to shield?
I've got nothing special at this point in time. Everything that's going on with me, I haven't been able to do any kind of major streaming or major video uploads. I basically had Vermintide run the other day so I could blow off steam, and that was about it. Other than that, watch the space. Shrubby 1989 on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. Can't miss it.
Space 1999. That is one of a cool show, man. Watched it as a kid. Dang, that was a good show.
Used to have some very suspect stuff in it.
There was an even better movie. There was an even better movie that took place 2 years later, and happened in space.
So we did there.
Zachary is hoping to see if we can set it up to where Zach, me, and Logan and will do either Apex Legends or Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
Stream that.
Ew.
I don't know if we'll be able to pull it off, but hey, it might be fun.
Couldn't you have found a better fucking game?
Marvel Rivals is pretty fun. I'm still learning how to play it. Apex
My
Legends,
girlfriend plays Marvel. My girlfriend plays Marvel Rivals.
because I played Apex Legends once.
What?
So sorry, it's just like you said that with the nonchalantness of, I've just got a brand new car. Oh, my wife drives a car like that.
Well,
Oh.
Zach says
Sorry.
they're the only games that he has that are free right now. So there's that. Yeah, we're poor, man. We're poor. It sucks being poor.
No. If you're gonna do it, Shrubby, do it right. Ha ha! Poor.
I was gonna do subtle works, man. Subtle works. I was just going with the Austin Powers.
Screw your subtlety. I prefer to be about as subtle as a chainsaw in a room full of metal pans.
All right. The Finch King says Apex Legends has been his go-to since day one in 2019.
Well, that's another one I'm penciling in for getting a fucking life.
Hey, I
Sorry.
I really enjoy playing Fallout 76, and I enjoy playing Fallout 4. Even though Logan keeps saying, "Hey, man, you need to try Fallout 3, and you need to try out
Yes, you
Fallout
do.
New Vegas."
Yes, you do.
And I'm like, I'm thinking about it. I'm just waiting for the prices to drop to a point to where it's not going to hit my butt.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard people say that Fallout New Vegas is the only Fallout game that's actually canon.
No, they're all.
Yeah, if we want
ending of Fallout 4 is they've never said what the canon ending for Fallout 4 is until now.
It's one of the Fallout New Vegas is the only one that's actually set in stone. That is correct. Fallout 3, it's a bit open ended. So again, there's really no hard and fast canon ending. Yes, and as Richard says, Fallout 4, yeah,
has multiple endings.
It's multiple endings anyway. So it's pretty
At
much
least,
choose your own.
At least it's more canon than Half-Life 3.
Oh, don't do that to us, man. Fucking killing my soul over here. Seriously. Oh, that hurts. That hurts, man.
You just hurt me, man. All my friends back in the day that was into video games used to say I look like the main character from Half-Life. When my hair was actually...
You do look like the main character from fucking Half-Life. You do look like George Freeman. How did I not notice that before?
My hair's turned white. That's why.
I would have gone towards the professor with the white hair, but yeah, fair.
Anyway, I believe it's wrap-up time.
Indeed. Yes. Pop culture breakdown. Go.
All right, everybody. Remember how I usually end these things. This world needs a lot more love. So what we're going to need to do is be the positive change we want to see in the world. And that's going to be the only way we're going to make things right, is by being an example to others. Treat people with love and respect. Don't let them dehumanize you, but also don't dehumanize them. Be kind to each other. And remember, we are the change. We just have to make sure we're the positive change. So be good, everybody, and know that you are not alone and that you are most definitely loved. Even you, Shrubby.
Ha! Good.